Hi everybody, welcome back. And today we're going to learn about how to do two kinds of different art. The first one will be a science connection for art, and we're going to call that a seed art project. And I hope you'll have fun with that. And the second project we're going to look at is how to build a Father's Day art card. Okay, so something like we did for Mother's Day, but a little bit different for Dad's this time. Okay, so if you have ready with you, you should have your manila tag. Now, this is that harder paper. I put two into your package when you picked up your supplies, and one was to make your clock with, and the other one was for this art because I knew it was coming by in June. So this is for our science connection now, our seed art. So if you don't have the manila tag, maybe you have some construction paper that you still have left over if you bought some. You will need a little heavier paper because regular computer paper won't hold what we're doing. Or maybe you can cut out a light piece of cardboard about this size. That would be really handy. And you'll need a pencil and you'll need a glue stick, okay? And you'll need your seeds. And I put some ideas out there on the instructions for parents this week, so you should have all your seeds ready to go. And if you don't, and you're gonna watch this first, that's fine. Then you can collect up your seeds and build your flower. Okay, so I want you to think about a flower, and I would have pictures up in the room. Think about that large poster that I had up there the other day when I did the YouTube, and that's a big iris. But maybe you want to do something else like a tulip, or maybe a sunflower would be really fun out there. Maybe you have another very special flower that you like. So what you're going to do is you're going to draw your flower, take up the whole page with your flower, and I'll give you just a sketch of that. So now that we know the parts of the flower, we know for sure there's going to be a ground, right? We're going to have some soil, and you can do some details in the roots if you like. You can do that, and you can also use our seed art for that. So I won't take too much time, but I'll put a few little roots down there, and I know from the roots coming into that would be the stem of the flower, and the stem is what carries what? The minerals and the water up into the plant and out into the leaves, right? So I'm just kind of drawing some leaves and maybe a flower at the top, and it's kind of like what we drew for our haiku, our cherry blossom, kind of maybe starting like that, okay? And so I'm thinking about, I'm just randomly drawing this now, okay? So we just want to look at some. So let's see, does that look like the beginning of a flower? So that's the idea, is to show a little bit about how it's starting. And you want to make the drawing wide enough because you're going to be putting seeds inside to decorate this. You're not going to color this one. You can maybe use some brown for the soil, color that in. Unless you find some seeds that look like soil, then you can fill that all in. And maybe this might turn out to be some kind of sunflower or something like that. So I'll show you a finished project, and some of them have fallen off. The seeds will come off after time. I've had it for quite a few years. It's one of my favorite ones. And this particular person used pumpkin seeds, popcorn seeds, just like the kind you would pop on the stove or in the microwave, some bean seeds, and they've fallen off quite a little bit here, but I want you to see what my idea is for you to do, and I know you'll be very creative and create your own idea. So here we are. So there we go, okay? So think about popcorn here. See, this is a popcorn for the sun. And I can see that you can extend that, and you can actually make rays maybe with popcorn, make it a little bit bigger. These are the pumpkin seeds, and it was a flower out this way, but they've fallen off a little bit. Close up on the inside, you'll see tiny little seeds, and that can be filled in into the center. And then the stem kind of did these bean seeds here. And I think you can actually make this more. You can make leaves coming out from it, okay? So this is a basic idea of something that I know you can create bigger from. So I don't want to show you a fully finished product because I want you to be the creator in your own seed art, okay? So think about some seeds, like I said, pumpkin seeds, popcorn. What about apple seeds? Yeah, what about lima beans? If you have a package of sunflower seeds, those can definitely be decorated on here. Sunflower seeds, even the kinds that you eat, they're called spits, right? So you can have those. You can decorate your flower with that. What about one of my favorite flowers is sweet peas, and those are little tiny round ones, and so those would look really nice on here decorating. Watermelon. If you think of a watermelon, what kind of seeds does that have inside? Well, nowadays they try to get rid of the black seeds and they produce these watermelons with just very minimal seeds because we just spit them out anyway. But if you find a watermelon with the black seeds in it, or even some of the white ones, they don't stand out as much, but the black ones really look cool. What about red pepper, green pepper? There's tiny little white seeds in there. So over the next few days, maybe you could, Mom in the kitchen or Grandma could save some seeds and just give them a little wash and pat them dry. And then you can use them for the seed project. And it will turn out amazing. I really know that it'll be good. I'd love to see a picture of your seed art. And we would always display this in the hallway at the end of the year. So it's always fun to have this. So it kind of connects all our learning together in the form of an art piece. Okay, so have fun with that. Think of all the different kinds of seeds. I'm sure if you go shopping in the store, you can think of some. There's lots of seeds in the racks. I've seen them there. So just go through them, something hard, something big, something soft, something small. Have a variation of seeds and color. It'll look really, really amazing. And I have seen in the past students have actually framed them at home and they stay with them. So it's kind of a fun project. They really turn out well. So enjoy that. And that's the culmination or the whole gathering of all our information for science this year at the end. And I hope you've enjoyed our journey and carry on and have a good time decorating your seed art. Okay, bye for now. Okay, so we are back for our second part of our YouTube lesson today. The first part was our science seed art, and now we're going to do something for Father's Day. So you will need some construction paper, and I'm hoping that you still have some as well. Any color will do. Pick your favorite color or your dad's favorite color from your construction paper. And I also sent through another paper, and it's a tie. This is a tie, okay? And you might want to make it a little bit bigger because I have a bigger one here that I would give you in class, but I can't make it any bigger to send through to the emails. And so maybe parents at home can enlarge this on a bigger piece of paper, or you can just hand draw it on a bigger piece of paper too. It's a pretty easy thing to draw for us, okay? So that's the top of the tie, and then I like the lines. We're going to do something with those lines. Then the other part is whatever size you make this to be, make your one construction paper. That's all we need is one of them. Just choose, I have red, I have yellow, or I have blue, okay? And so whatever favorite color you think your dad might like to have, and it's the same size as the tie on the front. And what we do is we cut out that tie with the lines and we're going to make a card from it so that we glue it at the top. So this wide piece here is glued together and it becomes a cool Father's Day card. Okay, so whatever color, just trace it out and then cut out your construction paper, okay? So some fathers wear ties and some don't, but in this case, it's what we have to represent a father in our life. And so what I'd like us to do is to think after you build this. Now I want you to think about what we're going to write. So you can use this part at the top to say, let's see, my dad is, or I love my dad because, different things. So give me one word here that represents somebody that your dad is. Some dads are very sportsy. Sometimes they like to play hockey or baseball or tennis or golfing or curling or any other sport that your dad likes to play or watch. He doesn't have to play it. Maybe he can't play anymore, so he would like to watch those games. Football is another good one. So you can write down some sport words. You can write down things. Dad works. Dad stays home. What else can we think about? I want you to think about that and be creative, okay? And once you finish with just a couple of words about your dad and try to fill those lines up, take your pencil crayon and color them very lightly. Nice multicolored tie would be lots of fun. or pattern it. One color, another color, same color, another color, same color. So we can make it any design that you would like to have and something that your dad would like to look at. On the inside, what you can do is write more to dad, okay? It's the same size, but here's where you get a chance to write maybe a little letter to dad or something that he would like to hear from you. So you can practice on a blank piece of paper and just do some brainstorming, right? You can write dad in the middle of a circle like I would on the board and put the spokes out there. What would represent dad? What words can I think of? That means my dad. Happy, smiling, works hard, buys groceries, drives a car, drives a truck. All kinds of things that you can think about. And you can brainstorm at home all of those kinds of words or thoughts about your dad. And go ahead and write a nice letter to dad on the inside. You can even try another haiku. Remember we did the haikus for Mother's Day? Why don't you try 575 for haiku again and make it into a dad haiku this time? Maybe you can turn it into a sports haiku. And I did talk about how to write a Canuck hockey haiku as well. And so I don't know if you had that chance to do it, but you can try anything. Maybe dad is a golfer and you can put the golfing words together and make a haiku. If you can't think of that, you can always write, I love you, Dad. Thank you for all your hard work in our family. Anything like that, so that Dad would really appreciate that, okay? So I hope that you are going to manage that just fine. And maybe you can take a picture of it for me. And I'd love to see how you created your Father's Day card. Well, enjoy that. Have a wonderful weekend. And I hope you make Dad some pancakes on Father's Day. Maybe you'll have a barbecue. Maybe you'll offer to volunteer and help Dad mow the lawn or rake the lawn or water the plants or wash the car, wash the truck. Anything that Dad does, maybe you can be a helper for that. Have a great day. Have a nice Sunday with your dad and enjoy your artwork for Father's Day. Okay? Bye, everybody.